सर्वोत्तरायै सभापतिभ्यश्च संस्कृतभाषायां वक्तुम् इच्छुकः सन्नपि अभ्यासाभावात् सम्भवनीयैः दोषैः भीतोऽहम् अपि च केचन आगन्तुकाः संस्कृतज्ञानवञ्चिताः इति व्याजाच्च अहम् आङ्ग्लभाषायामेव वदामि क्षम्यताम्. Today I have been asked by Arshadhara to speak on the Vedic science of cosmology, and they want me to complete the entire creation within 15 minutes. Let me try at least to introduce the skeletons of the subject without creating any confusion. Now, Vedas do not compartmentalize knowledge. Knowledge is one integral whole, homogeneous. It cannot be divided. In Vedas, we do not find, particularly in Samhitas. But only when we come to Brahmanas, they expound this subject, giving the lakshanas of the various shastras, so that we can divide in order to know the whole, in order to know the entirety, the unit. So, coming to that, the Vijnanam, the science, is defined by Shankara as Vibhagashaha Gnanam Vijnanam in his Vyakhas. Next. So, whatever subject we take, it is wholesome, it comprises every aspect without dividing. That is the main feature of the Samhitas. Now, when we come to the creation, Bible declares that God created the universe, that too in 1 week. But it does not answer the questions, what was the material? If he created from some material, what was the material? Where was it stored before creation? And all, etc., etc. It comes to Anavastha. Quran says that God obtained sperm and from that he created the world. Where was the sperm? Whose sperm was it? Where had it been stored? Where was it incubated, etc., etc., are not answered. Scientists and rationalists dispute this creation theory because in their eyes they consider it a theory. They dispute that and theorize that universe evolved by itself. How? They have no answer. They come out with their own Big Bang theory, which says that the cosmos was the result of an early explosion. But where was the explosive material? What was the explosive material? Where had it been stored? Who ignited that explosion? No answer. But Vedas do not say God created the universe. No, God did not create the universe. According to Vedas, God became universe. Now, Vedas, you must know, it does not use any word. Next. It never uses words like ajijanat, akarot, akuruta, produced, created, made, etc., the past tense forms of the roots, except in conjunction with modificants necessary. Please note that all verbs used in connection with cosmology, creation, it uses only verbs in Atmanepadi, that is in reflexive mood. Like Vakramatu, Krama is order, Vakramatu, proceeded in a specific order. Vyakaroti, transforms itself, Ajayata, materialized itself. Udbhavo, arose. So, Vedas never say that God created, because if you say created, you require some substance. Yatha kumbhakaraha kumbham karoti. A potter creates a pot. He requires mud. That is substance. But where was the substance to create this? Where had it been stored? Who supplied? All that questions arise. There is no answer. But according to Vedas, no, nobody needs supply because God itself became the universe. That's why we call, Vedas say, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. All this visible universe, cosmos, is nothing but Brahma. Brahma Sutra, Brahma Sutra 1476 also confirms this by saying Atma Kutehe Parinamat. It is work on itself and the cosmos has evolved. Shankara explains this Vedic explanation beautifully in his Panchikaranam. In 19 short sentences, he picturizes the entire world, the entire creation and also dissolution. Next, please. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, the whole universe we see and what we cannot see also is nothing but Brahma. Now, what is this Brahma? Shankara says, Panchakrita Panchamahabhuta. You see, one thing I want to tell you, all the rishis from Vedic times to up to Shankara, they were all scientists, please remember that. And entire Vedas is nothing but science, Vijnana. And he simply puts it, what modern scientists are coming now today to agree with that. Panchakrita Panchamahabhutani Viraditityate etat sthula shariram atmanaha. What is this entire cosmos? It is Panchamahabhutas which have come together to combine, forming different atoms, and because of different proportions and different manners, different materials are produced, and the whole manifestation of this universe is before you. Apanchakrita Panchamahabhutani Sukshma Shariram Atmanaha Tejasaha. What? When the Panchamahabhutas, if they are in the free state, they are nothing but in the pure form of energy. Tejasaha, many commentators say Tejasaha is a god. It's wrong. Tejasaha means it's adjective form, collective noun for out of Tejas. That is energy. So entire, you see, when in the free state, the Panchamahabhutas are purely energy. And Sharira Dvaya Karanam Atmadnanam Sahasam Avyatitam Ichyate Etat Karana Shariram Atmanaha. And when finally and initially the visible cosmos was not there, it was in the Karana Sharira, that is the real form of Brahman. That's explained in the third one. So, this whole creation and even dissolution, Srushti and Pralaya, they are Adyantarahita, there is no Nasha. Many say this is, the whole thing is Maya, it does not exist. There are some scholars who argue. It's wrong. Because it is Brahma, it has no Nasha. Only it may transform into another form. But there is no destruction, there is no Nasha. Upanishads are very clear and clear-cut about that. Therefore, it is wrong to say that this is asat. No, that's why it is called mithya. Mithya means relative. It is out of, it's a derivative from the substance. That is Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya. So this Jagat is nothing but a derivative of Brahma. So the real material is that. Even Chandogya clearly lays down, Brahma ityaiva satyam, yatha mrutpindam mrutiketyeva satyam, yatha abharanani hatiketyeva satyam, tathaiva jagadapi Brahma ityaiva satyam. Vacharam amrutam parantu Brahma ityaiva satyam. This is Chandogya's clear-cut injunction that has been expounded by Shankara also with examples, yet people confuse and say that the whole thing is, it does not exist, etc. It's wrong. Now, coming back to the creation, you see, what is the Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, how was this made? Now, saying that this is science, I have to demonstrate. Tasmad vaya tasmad atmanaha akasha samhutaha atmanaha akasha samhutaha. Sorry, there is some akasha vayuhu vayu ragnihi agnan apaha adhyaha prithvi. Now, please remember this. Here, this gives the order, Vyakramato. It proceeded in a specific order. What is the order? Akashat, Atmanaha, Akashaha, Akashat, Vayuhu, Vayu Ragnihi, Agnet Apaha, Adhya Prithvi. I have repeating because this order is very important. It's scientific. You will see next. The same thing, I have put it in the English, and you should remember this order. Next. Now, before that, what was there? Tat was there. The Vedas give the word Tat. What was the matter? Because what we call God, etc., it had no any such names. It is called simply Tat. And there is no better adjective or anything to qualify that. Therefore, Tat was there. And now Tat was inclusive of everything. So this entire cosmos had dissolved in him. Pralaya. Laya means dissolution, not nasha. Therefore, there is no nasha for this cosmos. It gets laya. It dissolves in that Tat. So it will have become high density matter. It sankalpat eva samutthishtate. Chandogya says, by sankalpa only he transformed. He wanted to transform into, and he immediately transformed. What became? He decided to magnify himself. He magnified. So what is necessary to magnify? Space. So space automatically created. Space materialized, and space, after manifestation of space, what happens? The material, whatever material is, it scatters to fill the space. And when such a matter scatters, immediately, naturally, Vayu is formed. Now, you take your own experience. If you switch on the fan, you will find that you feel that Vayu is generated. There is no generation of Vayu, but the only thing is, because of the movement, you feel that as if Vayu is created. So, just as a fan works, just the expansion of Tat created this wind, Vayu. That is the creation in the sense you feel that it has been done. So this sudden dispersal of Tat lowered the density of the material naturally, and hence its pressure. That in turn resulted in increase of temperature. That signifies birth of fire. Next. Since the expansion was outward, the temperature seemed to soar from the center of the sphere. It's Navi. Please understand, Navi is not a navel, as Puranas say. It is not the navel of any human being. Navi means the center. So, the matter which appeared at the beginning as dark, etc., it became red heat to white heat, and it became white. And it began to emit light in all the four directions. So we say Chaturmukha Brahma is born, and previous. So, ultimately, the temperature is the next. The modern science, chemistry and the Charles law and Boyle's law enunciate with reference to gases that volume V is directly proportional to temperature T and pressure remaining constant, and that pressure P is inversely proportional to temperature, volume remaining constant. The combined law is known as kinetic theory of gases. Next. They are represented by equations. Volume is proportional to temperature, pressure is inversely proportional to temperature, and the product of volume and pressure is proportional to temperature, or is given by the equation V into P is proportional to T. Next. Hence, PV equals KT, where K is a constant. This is known as the kinetic theory of gases. Now represented by, K is represented now by R, which is known as Avogadro constant. Now the rise in temperature, T, was steep on two counts. One caused by increase in space, volume, when it's expanded, and secondly because of fall in pressure P due to fall in density D, due to expansion again, and hence dV equals KT, and resulting in radiation of light in all the four directions. So Agni was born because of this expansion naturally. Now this is figuratively represented in Puranas. Next. Now as the magnification continued and product dV reached the maximum value, the equation dV equals KT becomes critical and the temperature soars to the maximum and Agni is born. Next. As D begins, thereafter, as D begins to fall to 1, that is density goes on decreasing with the Tat expanding. When the density begins to fall to 1, falls gradually, resulting in cooling and condensation of the hot material and formation of humidity, signifying the birth of water. Next. When the density falls below 1 and tends to 0, the temperature falls rapidly, resulting finally in condensation into particles, the Prithvi. Next. So, thus the 5 fundamental particles called Pancha Tanmatras took birth at the expansion of Tat. Thus, the science of physics confirms the exactitude of Vedic cosmography.